So this is an interesting discussion because I actually haven't thought about this. Is Marvel Rivals an esport? Like, is it esport like material? And I think it is, but I also just don't like I don't really care if it ends up being one or not. I just don't really think it adds much to the game. Like, I think people kind of have like, I think the esports like community has already created esports through YouTube. Like, everyone's watching Necros, Team Captain, like all these people, and they're watching their VODs and their videos like an esports. They're watching these games. They're like, oh my God, these high level games. And then you have like Tim the Tap Man, who's like watching like the replays of these really like, these really high level players. And he's obviously a high level player, but he's, at least from my knowledge, I haven't watched him in a fat minute, like in a week, but last I checked he was like plat or diamond or something. Or did he? I think he was diamond. I don't think he got to eternity yet, but yeah, I know he wasn't one above all, but maybe he is now. But anyways, point is, like, he's watching these high level games like in esports, and he's commentating on them, and he's like, look at this, like, that's like, I think there's already that equivalent. We don't need to sink millions of dollars into esports and basically ruin a bunch of people's lives and like kids' lives and get their hopes up. Like, if you want to be an esports player, just make a YouTube channel and just post your gameplay. Like, for like games like Marvel Rivals and before Overwatch, like these games with these like with a high level focus around ranked are just gonna get that attention, and people are gonna watch you. Like, just do it. Just go out there, hit record, have people watch you. You're gonna, it's gonna suck at first. You're not gonna get that many views, but it just keeps going up. Like, look at me, 6 months in, like, it's still a grind, but we're going up. Because you like, when you make a fresh channel too, it takes a longer time for the algorithm to pick you up. But I also think that if you're a one above all player, or like eternity, like one of those higher like top 3 ranks, if you just put that in the thumbnail, like the little icon, and be like one above all player versus blah blah, like, you'll get a lot more views than the average person. So take that tip with what you
What's
like.
good, dudes? It's your boy Johnny. So Marvel Rivals Season 1 has been out for about 24 hours now. My thoughts, it's W. Peak. It's golden. I'm loving like really every second I'm playing, and I'll be streaming the game afterwards. So if you guys want to see that, come through to the stream and check out my gameplay. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty saucy if I do say so myself. Anyways, with the new seasons comes a brand new season for competitive. Now, I'm really excited for this, to be honest.
Can we talk about how it was the stupidest thing that they said, yeah, let's release Invisible Girl with this epic gooner, awesome, badass skin, the Malice skin, by the way, I'm talking about, and then let's make the competitive rank skin that you get for reaching gold or higher an Invisible Girl skin. Like, they should have made it a Mr. Fantastic skin or any other character skin, because no one is picking that skin over that other skin. Like, no one is equipping that skin. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it, don't get me wrong, I haven't seen the full skin, but from like the little icon picture, it looks like a good skin. But compare that to Malice, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it's just, it can't compare. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because with Season 1's launch, Marvel Rivals has exceeded its player count of 400,000 players to now about 600,000 players. So that's like 200,000 more people than what it started with. Bro,
I never really paid attention to that shit.
Having that many concurrent players in your game at one time is super difficult to do. And the only games I think right now on Steam that can even come close to managing those numbers would be games like Counter-Strike, Dota, and PUBG. So it really shows that people enjoy this game.
Wait, are people still playing PUBG a lot on Steam, bro? Like, that's crazy.
And want to stay on for long periods of time, which is good. It's good for the longevity of the game. A lot of modern live service games nowadays struggle to keep its concurrent player count because of like constant updates that people dislike or lack thereof. But Marvel Rivals seems like it's doing justice right now with not only its pacing for the brand new season, but content rollout as well. Pretty sure y'all know what's in the new season, new characters, new map, all that jazz. So not gonna go over it right now in this video, However, I do want to go over.
Yeah, if you want to hear everything that came out in the new season and all the stuff that's going to be coming out next season, just look at my YouTube channel. Easy.
The discussion on if we will see this game become an esport, and if so, when will we see it and why I would like to see one. So if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure you leave a like and hit that sub button so you can see more content like this.
Hit that sub button.
Anyways, the talk of esports on this game
and this
isn't really out there yet. I haven't seen too many people discussing it and talking about it online, and I think that's due to the game still being relatively new and early into its stages. I've been playing Marvel Rivals since the closed alpha, so Marvel Rivals isn't anything new to me. However, there's still tons of people right now who has never even played a hero shooter that's on Marvel Rivals playing for the first time, and I believe that's due to the Marvel's IP being so large and recognized. It plays a big part in this game's high player count. I mean, come on, bro. Pretty sure we all saw that we could play like as the Avengers and the X-Men, and we saw these characters and we were like,
it's also like the first good Marvel game besides like, you know, maybe some Capcom Marvel games.
On board with this shit from jump. Most people who don't even play hero games like Overwatch would probably just play this just because it has Marvel people in it.
Well, Overwatch is also just booty, gonna be real, as a person who played Overwatch since the day one.
So, right, you got all these new players coming from all over the place, and they're coming from all different types of communities to play this one game. But I still think the community is very new. It's like a little baby. It's like a toddler, not a toddler, but like an infant growing into his toddler stages right now. So I think before we have any talk of esports like Pro League, a couple of months should go by and we should probably see more like pro players come up and all that jazz. That's where it starts getting more interesting, right? Because you see, there was already a tournament that took place for this game in season 0. So I'm gonna refer back to the Marvel Rivals website, and you could actually go and check this out yourself onto the news page if you want to. It's on there. It's on the Marvel Rivals website, and this championship was called Doom's Rise. Now I'll read it real quick just so you could have an idea. I won't go through all the details so you guys can look through it yourself, but it says, "We're thrilled to announce our first Marvel Rivals championship, and it's starting now. Read on for details on how to participate. We hope to see you there." Then it gives you the tournament dates, the sign up, the open qualifiers.
I honestly thought that was just a content creator thing. I didn't know it was like actually high level people.
Closed qualifiers, and then double elimination for bracket, and then it gives you the prize pool. The total prize pool for each region was about $14,000, bro. That is a lot of money. But this was for season 0. This wasn't anything past this, and this just ended. So we got to see what that looked like, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, if you're looking up information about the tournament and the gameplay or whatever, just know that it is from season 0. Just keep that in mind. That what you're looking at, like competitive wise, could change into the future. Like it could be subject to change in the future. Take this into consideration. It could be a lot sooner than we think because we're already seeing.
Okay, I got one thing to say about this video. You gotta talk a little bit more. Like, this guy is like dragging a lot. Like like we do not need to be like, the video is good, don't get me wrong, and like, you know, the conversation's interesting, but he's like dragging so much. Like, where is the here we go.
Tournaments now. I think the more we start
like,
to see
look how much better
rising,
this is.
We'll get some news for official Pro League soon. But for right now, I think it is still too early. So I kind of want to go over a post that I seen already. It was about esports in Marvel Rivals, and I kind of want to, I guess, make a discussion about this because it's pretty interesting to me, right? And it says, "How does everyone feel about this subject, esports in Marvel Rivals? On one hand, I would prefer if it stays as far away from Marvel Rivals as possible, because I think it is a core reason why people tend to become toxic or have irrational expectations for player ability / willingness to stick to a competitive meta. Not everyone plays to be the best, nor should they." You know, that's actually a good point. On the other hand, I do enjoy watching the best of the best play and taking away certain techs and tactics that they use in matches. It's interesting to see the potential of a certain hero and team composition when played at its peak of its potential, which is probably like the best reason why a lot of people like to play, like to watch top tournament people play, right? And I want to kind of like go over both points. and say, well, I disagree with this one. I don't think esports or competitive nature is the reason why people become toxic into a video game. That is human.
No, people are just toxic in general, bro. Like, you could be like, hey, bro, can you do this? No, fuck you, kill yourself. Oh, okay, my bad.
Nature. I think it's just how people work when something over, I guess, exciting happens in game or whatever, and something doesn't go, or like something doesn't go your way, and you end up losing a game that you knew you swore you was going to win or something.
No, it's just people are self-centered, selfish, and they're irrational. That's why.
Something like that, and you're like, damn, like I'm supposed to win. You feel that sense of entitlement, or whatever. People tend to become toxic. It's human nature for people to do that when they're playing something competitive or like doing anything competitive of that nature. I think humans just are competitive in general. I think people just like being better than others, and when you're not, it ends up, causing, like, I guess, a reaction. There you go. So I don't think that's that has anything to do with the game. I think that's just people being people.
Yeah.
But I do agree with the points that it shows the potential into hero composition and playing a certain hero that you'll probably never see like be played in top level play. There was also another comment that I kind of want to go over. It says, it's funny how you guys think sports is a negative when it's a huge positive for gaming. Literally increases the popularity and appeal for games. That's a comment, and then the reply is, it ruined Overwatch. I want to address this. It did not ruin Overwatch. I don't think...
Bro, there's never one thing that ruins a game. There were so many things wrong with Overwatch. As someone who loved the game, it was literally my favorite game when it came out, and for a while. That game and GTA 5 were like my most played games. But it's just like, they dropped the ball too many times. That's what happens.
Esports ruined Overwatch at all, if anything, and made it bigger than what it is now.
And you know who rebounded the ball? Marvel Rivals. That's just what happens.
That point is very, very silly. I think Overwatch killed Overwatch. I think Blizzard is what killed Overwatch. If we're really gonna talk about what killed,
I think Overwatch made the grave. They made the box. They sat in it, and then Marvel Rivals came in, slammed it shut, and threw the dirt over it. That's what happened.
Overwatch when it comes to what they did. But yeah, no, that has nothing. I don't think an esport has anything to do with a game actually dying. Like I said, I think that just has to do with the game itself.
Esports can actually keep the game alive longer, in my opinion. But I don't think esports are necessarily the thing. It's just content keeps the game alive. Like when people are making more videos on your game, and when people are streaming it more, and this is only if the game is good. This will keep your game perpetuating and keep it going for a long time because people love consuming content. Like, there are so many games that I liked, but it's just there's no content for it. Whether they're not updating the game enough, so people can't make content on it for YouTube. People can't stream it, and it's just like, it's one of those games where you just can only come back to it every once in a while with friends or by yourself, or it dies depending on what type of game it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that's how it is. That's why, like, for example, Minecraft, for example, always surges back up because some crazy updates happen, or someone does like a crazy mod and everyone jumps on it, and guess what, the game surges because everyone's streaming and playing it, and everyone's like making videos on it, and guess what, you get to watch a video of your favorite content creator or someone you like or admire, and then you get to play your game while doing it, or watch their stream, or you get to play the game when you get to do it, and then when you're not playing the game, you're watching them. You know what I'm saying? That's how people operate.
And if a game is just bad or good. So, no, I don't think putting esports or competitive things ruins gaming. If anything, that actually boosts popularity and ratings. I do agree with all of that stuff. So, but at the end of the day, what do you guys think about it in the comments below? I would like to hear your points and your opinions.
Yeah, so my only criticism for Johnny Salami, and not to get a mix of Johnny Salamali, that annoying bitch, bro, that annoying ass man, bro, the guy who was like going in Japan and Korea and got arrested and all that stuff, not the same guy. I know you're a new content creator and all that stuff, and your video did well, but I think it would have done way better, and I think your videos would be way better if you just talked a little bit faster and didn't drag so much, or just had more substance to what you're saying, because sometimes you're just like for that whole middle section, I felt like you were just saying a lot of nothing, and I was bored. Like, if I wasn't like reacting to this and giving this like a chance, I would have clicked off at that point. That is just my criticism, because I know as a YouTuber you don't really get a lot of criticism in your comments that is actually useful, so that's why I'm trying to give that to you. I hope this helps you, or maybe I'm wrong and that's just me. But anyways, yeah, subscribe and like this guy. The link to his channel will be to the video will be in the description below. Remember to like and subscribe to me. Comment below what you guys thought about the topic, the video, what you guys think about esports, your opinions on it. Do you guys actually want esports and Marvel Rivals, or do you like the kind of YouTube esports that's going on that's really interesting, like between like Team Captain, Necros, and like all those other people? Anyways, like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.